Hello, so my name is Jianu. I'm Logistic Operations Manager for Michelin for the European zone. I'm based in Bucharest, where we make the logistic operations for import and export for all over the world, and also intra-European flows. Michelin is one of the best tire manufacturer, but also maybe you already know with the restaurants, Michelin stars and so on. What makes it very important, the supply chain and logistics for Michelin, is that a big part of the sales of the group are going to intercontinental flows, for example. So having a lot of customers in more than 100 countries, it puts us in the position to send the goods all over the world. And logistics, of course, because using logistic capabilities, we are able to send, first of all, the raw materials and spare parts to the factories in order to be able to produce tires, and after that, of course, to send the tires to our customers. Before adopting e2open, we are managing the logistics using some access databases connected with our legacy systems, which it works, but the problem is that the challenge is that it does not answer anymore to the needs of today, okay? When all needs to be predictive, proactive, and with what we have today, we could cover until now, but if we want to go to what I call world-class logistics, we need to enhance somehow the teams with better tools. So that's the challenge we're having, besides all the other logistic challenges with the war, pandemic. The vision for the global supply chain of Michelin is that in 2-3 years from now, we should have the standardization for the intercontinental flows, maritime, air, inland, train, and so on, and to have the same tool everywhere in the world, in every Michelin center which is planning to send tires or to receive tires intercontinentally, to use the e2open platform in order to have, first of all, standardization, and then constant backup between the teams. And like this, we will also be able to cover the business continuity management risk and so on. I consider that we might have a competitive advantage when we will have this standardization. I know that every single tire manufacturer, for example, they are struggling also to do this standardization because in the last years, we all realized how important it is to have a robust supply chain and logistic. So I think that now it's the proper moment for Michelin to implement this tool. And when we will do it worldwide, I really think it will ease a lot the operations. It will help us to reduce the cost. So reducing the cost should of course have an advantage in the market. The benefits that we anticipate using TMFF tool for intercontinental logistics in Michelin is, first of all, standardization, but also the reduction of logistic cost, because it will give us the end-to-end visibility of the supply chain from the moment the order arrives to our teams until the delivery. Of course, we plan to link it also with the track and trace engine, and like this to have a smooth view end-to-end. So this should be able to give us, first of all, the opportunity to share documentation with the stakeholders. Today we do it on email or chat and so on. Then tomorrow we plan to have all of it, all the documentation related to all the shipments in the same tool. And the last thing, of course, is related to cost saving. We should have, by tracking the containers end-to-end, we should be able to reduce the demurrage and detention cost, for example. And we should also be able to, for example, to enhance the pre-booking process for the maritime, which of course will make us save money in storage because we'll send our merchandise easier and faster than we are doing today. I would give the advice that now we all know that the supply chain is very important. All the people should look at the supply chain with other eyes that they looked before, because the supply chain and logistics 2-3 years ago, they were just like taken for granted. Okay, everyone was we produce and then we send, there is no problem. Today, in the last 3 years, we saw that if you don't have a robust process and you do not invest in it, it can transform in a huge risk for the company. So the advice should be to consider, okay, the logistics will always remain a cost, but to consider investing also in logistics and supply chain, because this can have, of course, a cost on short term, but a benefit on long term. What I would like to add related to e2open is that we passed a smooth pre-sales process with e2open, besides the fact that the tool proved to be the most complex and the most, let's say, reliable for what we need today. We also, all the teams that came to Bucharest or we met online and so on, they were all professionals. It has been a very transparent procedure, and it was tough, okay, because we had, I mean, e2open had a lot of competition in the market, but finally, due to their professionalism and also the capabilities of the tool, we are happy that we chose the e2open to provide us the TMFF.